everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Andy Cohen had a serious conversation with Garcelle Beauvais after RHOBH reunion. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has been a hot topic for the past few days, and Garcelle Beauvais' name has been on everybody's lips. The actress recently announced that she quit the show, and now Andy Cohen is chiming in. Rumors have run rampant that her decision to leave was directly related to the events at the season 14 reunion. Andy hinted as much, noting that things didn't end well between Garcelle and her casters, and he had a serious conversation with her later on. The recently dropped trailer showed Garcelle walking off stage after being called out by her castmates. Meanwhile, we know at least two people who won't be missing the 58-year-old Erika Jayne and Beauvais St. John. The duo is fielding major backlash online for their shady responses to Garcelle's exit on Watch What Happens Live. RHOBH was a hot topic on Radio Andy as they discussed Garcelle's surprising departure from the show. Andy confessed that the actress left the season 14 reunion in a not good place with her castmates. "We had a serious conversation before she was on Watch What Happens Live," explained Andy. "We got together about an hour before her live show, and she and I really hashed things out." The dad of two said Garcelle shared her mindset about going into another season and her head was not in it. He also reaffirmed what the mom of three said in her announcement about wanting to focus on her kids during their senior year in high school. "It was one of the most real conversations," added Andy, noting that the door was open for Garcelle's return. "I was like, look, call us in a year, by the way, if you feel like it, and see where you're at," shared Andy. The season 14 reunion trailer showed Garcelle in the hot seat, facing off with Dorrit Kemsley and Erika Jayne. In the clip, Dorrit confronted the actress for insinuating that her estranged husband PK was involved in their 2021 home invasion. Erika also called out Sutton Stracke and Garcelle for not sharing their lives on camera. When Garcelle asked if she knew something, Erika retorted, "No, I wish you were more interesting, I guess." Things got more heated as the teaser ended with Garcelle walking off stage, saying, "I'm so king sick of it. I can't be friends with people like that. I don't trust them," exclaimed Garcelle backstage. Andy Cohen's serious conversation with Garcelle Beauvais after the RHOBH reunion, a behind-the-scenes look. After the explosive Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion aired, one conversation lingered in the air: Andy Cohen's serious heart-to-heart with Garcelle Beauvais. The iconic host of Watch What Happens Live and the face of Bravo's reunions took a moment to sit down with Garcelle, the breakout star of the latest season of RHOBH. In this candid and emotional exchange, Andy and Garcelle navigated the raw, uncomfortable, and often painful undercurrents that bubbled to the surface during the reunion. But more than just the drama, this conversation was a reflection of Garcelle's journey in the world of Beverly Hills, her personal growth, and her power as one of the few Black women in a franchise often criticized for its lack of diversity. Garcelle, who has always been an open book about her struggles and triumphs, sat with Andy in what appeared to be a serene but intense moment. The reunion had been a storm of accusations, confrontations, and emotions. Garcelle had faced criticism from her co-stars, particularly around her friendship with Erika Jayne, and dealt with some of the more challenging aspects of her role in the show's narrative. Despite the tumultuous reunion, Garcelle remained composed, but it was clear that the weight of the drama had left her with lingering thoughts. "How are you really feeling?" Andy asked, his signature warmth replaced by a hint of concern. He knew that Garcelle was carrying a lot more than what had been displayed in front of the cameras. Garcelle paused for a moment, her eyes reflecting a mix of exhaustion and contemplation. "It's tough. The reunion was hard on me. I've never been one to shy away from conflict, but when it's personal, it's different. There were moments when I felt misunderstood, and that stings." Garcelle's openness allowed for an unfiltered conversation. While the reunion was full of dramatic confrontations, particularly with Sutton Strack and Erica Jane. What many didn't see were the quieter moments that stuck with Garcelle. Behind the scenes, she'd been working to maintain a sense of self amidst the chaos of reality TV fame. The pressure to remain the calm voice of reason, while also asserting herself, had left her with a complex mix of emotions. Most about how things unfolded at the reunion. Andy probed further. Garcelle's response was layered. I think what surprised me was how certain women, who I thought I had a strong connection with, seemed to turn on me. I understand the need for drama on the show, but when it feels like it's coming at you from all sides, it's hard not to take it personally. Especially when it's about things I didn't even see coming. It wasn't about me not standing up for myself. It was about the manipulation that I didn't expect. The conversation wasn't just about the reunion drama, though. It delved deeper into the personal toll reality TV takes on its stars. Garcelle had spoken openly about the microaggressions she had faced in the world of RHOBH, a show historically lacking diversity. In the wake of her arrival, Garcelle became not only a standout cast member, but a symbol of change, often acting as a voice for issues that many others were hesitant to address. I know people see me as the one who's different, but in reality, I'm just trying to be myself. I'm not here to be the angry black woman, but I am here to make sure my voice is heard, whether people like it or not, Garcelle told Andy with conviction. Andy nodded, acknowledging the weight of her words. It's not easy. You've had to walk a fine line, haven't you? Garcelle agreed. I have. It's exhausting, Andy. But at the same time, it's empowering. I get messages every day from black women who say that they see themselves in me. They tell me that my being on this show matters to them, so I can't back down. In this conversation, the larger themes of race, representation, and the complexities of navigating a predominantly white, elite world like Beverly Hills were brought to the forefront. Garcelle had long been a target for some of her co-stars, not always because of her actions, but because of the way her presence forced them to confront issues they hadn't thought about before. Her perspective, grounded in her lived experience, stood in stark contrast to the more privileged lives of her castmates. But the conversation was not just about the tensions between Garcelle and her fellow housewives. It was also about her personal growth throughout the season. She'd arrived on RHOBH with a sense of curiosity and excitement, unsure of how she would fit in. Yet by the time the reunion rolled around, Garcelle had solidified herself as one of the show's strongest, most authentic personalities. I came into this season with a little bit of trepidation, Garcelle confessed to Andy. But by the end, I realized that I'm not just here to make friends. I'm here to tell my story, to share my experiences. I've been through so much in my life, and this show has given me a platform to talk about things that matter. This conversation between Andy and Garcelle also revealed the bond that had developed between the two over the course of their time together on Bravo. Andy, who had watched countless reunions and dealt with numerous stars, seemed genuinely invested in Garcelle's journey. Their connection was palpable, and it was clear that he respected Garcelle's resilience in the face of adversity. At the end of the conversation, Andy summed it up best. You've shown us all what it means to be unapologetically yourself, and that's why people love you. Garcelle smiled, her shoulders relaxing for the first time during their chat. Thank you, Andy. That means more to me than you know. I'm just trying to show up, do the work, and be true to who I am. It's not always easy, but it's worth it. As the conversation concluded, Garcelle left the studio with a sense of clarity. While the reunion may have been a roller coaster of emotions, it was clear that Garcelle had emerged stronger and more grounded than ever. She wasn't just a housewife, she was a force, unapologetically carving out her space in a world that often tried to stifle her voice. And that serious conversation with Andy Cohen was just the beginning of a much larger journey for Garcelle Beauvais, one that would undoubtedly continue to inspire and challenge both her co-stars and the audiences watching from home.